good morning, a pleasant one to you from Park Forest, Illinois, everybody. This is actually Lincoln Highway out here, 6 lanes and a turn lane, a major portion of, well, US Route 30 and Lincoln Highway. And behind me is something really unique that I had to pull around and take a look at. Be mindful, this is somebody's private property here off the sidewalk, but they've turned their house into a Chinese-looking house. It's pretty unique, huh? On the garage there, it says, "Compassion glue for broken people." No idea why they did it like that. That's kind of different. So for me, the day is still up for grabs, but it's possible that we get into a new state by the end of the day today. We shall see what happens and what we find on Lincoln Highway. So for the record, this portion of Lincoln Highway is possibly the most congested, heavily populated part of Lincoln Highway, but maybe that means there'll be more interesting stuff, or at least Lincoln related stuff. Here he is accepting some flowers from 2 little girls, and the monument itself says, "On the road to greatness." How neat is that? And then you've got a Capitol building of sorts there as well. So there just might be more to actually see, even though it's like heavily populated. Oh well. Guys, it looks like old Bertha's doing some advertising outside this restaurant here. Wearing the chef hat, I don't think if she knows that she might be on the actual menu. Yeah. Well, they do have some nice artwork on the outside. Maybe go check it out for lunch. Hey, I spared Betsy's life and went with chicken today. Stuff now. Kinda random, off Lincoln Highway, the Stone Depot. You know, it looks like it's going out of business soon, but it is still open right now. I like the animation art. And the pink gorilla with the American flag, can't go wrong with that, right? That'll get you in. See how it almost has that unkept feel? Overgrown everything? I mean, that could be somebody's yard art right there, the big kitty cat. Huh. Well, I'm glad it's open right now. I got to see it. Anybody want to build a house out of sod? $349 for 6 foot by 18 inches. Yeah, you could probably build a house for like $1,000 out of sod, like that one I shared with you a couple weeks ago. It's gotta hold up better than my RV. Oh, bazinga! Too soon. Sorry, Yoda, you're doing well. Or your very own palm tree. This isn't really the right area for palms, though. We're not quite south far enough. Hey, be cool. Indiana, I'm not very impressed. You're not off to a great start. You don't even have a Welcome to Indiana State sign on Lincoln Highway. Nothing. Thankfully, Google Maps knew I was in Indiana and welcomed me, but the state of Indiana had nothing to say. But we're in Dyer, Indiana. There's no point in waiting for traffic to stop because it's not gonna stop. Oh wait, yeah, it is gonna stop. Red light, look. The Lincoln Highway. United States' first transcontinental highway, constructed in 1913 to 28 from New York City to San Francisco, dedicated to the memory of Abraham Lincoln. And the other side talks about the ideal section, 1.5 miles of Lincoln Highway completed in 1923, designed and built as a model for the road construction. So this is what Indiana had in mind for the entire country for Lincoln Highway. What do you think? It looks pretty commercial to me. Let's get out of this big city. I got about a half mile to walk. Just a fact of life, there is no way around it because as the roads get busier, as the towns get bigger, there's just nowhere to stop, there's nowhere to park, and we're just gonna do a lot of walking, no biggie. So I'm parked in the fancy neighborhood there of Castlewood. Yes. By the way, this is not what I came back for. Myers Castle with a gargoyle, and I don't really know what it is. We'll come back to that. We'll see. I don't know if it's private property or what's up. All right, this up here is what I came for, and it's only accessible half-mile walk on the sidewalk. There's a Lincoln marker there. Talking about the ideal section again. I'm gonna take a picture of this so I can get some ideas for later for Indiana. Had some restoration in 2009. Does the traffic almost ruin the mood? I don't know. It kind of does for me. I feel like I'm yelling all the time. It says, what was the ideal campsite? There was no auto travel or roadside motor court. You could go to a motel for $1 to $3.50, and then they bought the property of the castle for $3,400. So that's Lincoln Highway right there. And here we are at Albanese, the chocolate and gummy bear factory. Oh yeah. I feel like we're in Willy Wonka's chocolate factory. See what that is? Chocolate coming down from the roof. Yep. Chocolate and candy everywhere.
Who was next?
No photography or videography up there. They don't want you filming their factory stuff, so we'll honor that. But they got gummy bears coming off the conveyor belt right now. Jelly beans of every flavor. Yep, chocolate, everything. So, magnet choices. They have the really flat ones, or they have the more three-dimensional globe dome ones. By the way, I know I butchered the name when I came in. It's pronounced Albanese. That's the family name of the candy. Honestly, I have never heard of it before. I don't think I've ever seen it in the store, but I'm going to be more mindful when I look around because they are literally making the gummy bears right here in Indiana, which is pretty cool. So let me get to the RV and I'll show you what I got, what I stocked up on. No, you wouldn't like it, Jax. No, it's delicious, man. You wouldn't like it. Oh, okay. So I got a full pound of the 12 flavor assortment there. I got a quarter pound of the green apple and the blue raspberry and the passionate peach and fresh strawberry. And of course my Albanese magnet right there with the 3D gummy bear. I like it. This needs to be cleaned, Eric. Yeah. You know, for whatever reason, it seems that YouTubers are not allowed to complain or be negative or even talk about any problems they have in their life because the outside world just thinks, you know, hey, you guys have it made. You get paid to make videos, and that's no work at all. We're not going to get into the work aspect because I don't really care. I can't change anybody's mind. You know, we can't be negative. We're only allowed to share the good times of our lives anytime we talk about our problems, our struggles, what we're going through day to day, because people are sitting there watching that video and they're comparing their lives to what we're doing. And it's like, this guy can't complain. He doesn't pick up 80-pound bags of cement for a living all day. You know, and that's that thing, that comparison thing. So your work is harder than my work. It's harder to do your job. You're working hard. You deserve your money more than I do because you're doing something different than I'm doing. And so for the last couple months, I have made a strong point to drop all my old complaining and negativity and just talking about bad things that happen, stuff I can't control, but to cut that out or to resolve it somehow by the end of the video, you know. But okay, I get it. My bad days are nothing compared to everybody else's bad days. I get that, okay? I get it. My life's a cakewalk and everything's just peaches and cream all the time. Okay, it's not, but I can't argue that fact anymore. It doesn't matter. I'm gonna finish Lincoln Highway either way, one way or another. We're gonna make it, guys. I have downloaded my high clearance app that I had from 2 years ago when I was in New York City. So I've got that app. I'm going to utilize Google Maps as well and and Allstays also has a clearance measure so you can plan the route each day. Not necessarily the stops of each day, but I can plan the route. So if I need to go this way and Lincoln Highway has a 9 or 10 foot bridge somewhere, I can go around that and come back if I need to. So there's going to be a lot of pre-night planning as far as the map for clearance heights, at least, which is no problem. I don't mind, but are you pooped, Jax? You just look like you had such a tiring day today. How about you relax? Okay. Actually, that sounds like a good idea. I'm gonna go back west about a mile to the Wally World there, and I'm gonna edit, and Jax is gonna stay at my side and hang out with me while I work. We'll maybe multitask and watch last night's Mariners game that I forgot to watch, and we'll get back on the road. That's the winner. Green apple gets it. I do want to make a point that these gummy bears from Albanese, how did I already forget? Albanese. Way better than any other gummy. It just has so much moist flavor in them. But all the flavors are so strong. The testing them out at the place was probably a lot more fun too. That's how I narrowed it down to just those 4 individual flavors. But no, that was a cool stop. I don't eat a whole lot of candy. Well, I don't eat any chocolate. Like, you'll almost never see me eat chocolate. But gummy bears and Starbursts and strawberry frosted sprinkled donuts from Dunkin' Donuts are also my favorite, with a nice coffee in the morning. That's my day, guys. Hope you enjoyed coming along for the journey. Jackson, I'll see you in a couple days back on the Lincoln Highway. Bye.